In this video, we are putting together the Cryptoforals from the Indomitus box set. Hello and welcome to Winter Disco Tabletop Gaming. We are continuing on with the Indomitus box set build, and we're working on the two Crypt Thralls today. The creepy little boys that hang around with the Plasmomancer? Is that correct? I don't know. They hang around with this boy. This guy right here. That's who they hang around with. So, let's get this going. So, we're on the H sprue. So we need 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So let's grab that. So 8, 9, 10, 11. So we'll turn that one upside down and we'll get going. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we have 7 down here. And we'll pull that one out. So this is at the bottom of the sprue, right down here. I'm sorry if there's a few shadows around today. I'm having trouble getting my lighting correct. I'm not quite sure why there's so many shadows, but here we are doing stuff. I might move things around before the next video. So we've got 7. Now we need 8. So there's 10, there's 9, and there's 8. So I have a feeling these two things are basically the same model, with just slightly, barely different posing. You might be able to pose the arms and the legs slightly. So that's 7, 8, 9 is also down here on the other side of the sprue. And that's one of the legs. So that's both legs. And then I'm just double checking that was the right one. Yeah, 9, 10, 11. So there's 11 and there's 10. So they're all on the bottom, which is nice. We can see some really cool parts here for the Canoptic Reanimator, which I'm very excited about, but I'm leaving that towards the end because it's one of my favorite models in the kit. So we get this 10 off, also the 11. How else have we got? So that's fine, we can put all that together and then we will come back and put the head on, I guess. So let's clean this up a bit. So I hope you're all doing well and enjoying this series. Definitely leave me a comment. If you think they go on a bit too long, if you want something a bit more concise, let me know. Because then I'll be able to figure out that's what people want. But I'm enjoying putting these together, so I wanted to do something a bit like that. And I have been calling this series like a build-along series, where if you have the kit, you can sit down and build with me. Because, you know, hobby's always fun with someone else. Alright, that's one leg done. Let's get the other leg. Get this little thing out there. I've got to remember to make sure I'm got all the bits in view, because sometimes I just forget that I'm doing this on camera. So these two creepy boys, they're pretty cute. I like them. Yeah, rules-wise, they're pretty weak unless they're next to the Plasmancer. Pretty sure it's the Plasmancer, the tall boy. And then they're pretty beefy. I think they do like 2 extra attacks or something and hit better or something like that. I'm not sure. Can't remember exactly. If you do want me to do a rules review, I am more than happy to do that. We'll get there. I just wanted to get through all the models first, because I'm more interested in the models than playing, but I don't want to do a whole bunch of different things on this channel. Okay, we're almost there with this piece. That's fine. We can always come back and fix up some pieces. And as usual, jumping between various different tools. That's a little annoying bit in there. So you can see from the side it's sort of flat, so we may have to get in there and curve it up a bit. But I'll just get rid of all the bits now and put it together for you. So these models, generally pretty straightforward. Everything snaps into the main core of the body. And then we stick a head on. And I think with this, I might just do this one on camera, and then, you know, honestly, the second one is exactly the same, so there's no real point doing it. And I did that with the Blade Guard Veteran as well. There's 3 of them, but the models are pretty much the same. There were a bit more variation than these 2, but, you know, I don't need to put them on camera. You've put one together, you're going to be okay. Right. So, instruction-wise, let's bring that in. You just plug them all into the body. That's it. That's pretty much it. It's pretty straightforward. Yeah. So let's put the arms on first. So make sure we've got the head right. So this is the direction that it's facing, so its head's going to be here. So we get this one, and it all goes sort of like that, I think. Is that right? I want to make sure I do this right. Yeah, it seems to be about right. So it seems to cover this central bit, which is a bit strange, but, you know, each to their own. So as usual, I'm going to trim off some of this knob, just so it doesn't get too bad. Put some glue there, and we'll just put her in. So it's on this side. That goes in pretty easily. So you do have access to the glowy sphere thing. So, you know what, it may prove useful to not assemble it straight away. Does make painting easier, but, you know, each to their own. Depends how you want to do it. I think if you want to do a excellent level paint job, I think not having that all these bits attached to start with might be better. So then this one goes that way. Yeah, so they're both, the limbs are facing backwards. So a little bit more glue there, just a little bit more, there we go. That's enough. And then make sure it's the right way. So I don't want to stuff up the orientation like I have on other ones. Is that right? Didn't seem to go in properly, but that seems to be there. So it wiggles around a bit, but I don't know if that's because I cut some bits out or not. It does seem to have a little bit that you can glue in there to brace against it, but that will all stick together without any problem. Right, now the legs. So the legs are pretty straightforward. They slot into there, and that's it. That's pretty much it. Just got to make sure that we do the feet right. So just got to make sure that that's correct. Excellent. No issues at all. There we go. Just drag that glue down a little bit, and I do need to fix this up. Hang on. We'll get the leg in, and then we will. Nope, the leg's not going to go in yet because this has not dried. What have I done here? So it doesn't seem to want to stick in there for some reason. Let's just have a look. Where else can we grip it? So there's a few points in there. So I'm just looking at the model or the graphic just to see if that matches. Yeah, so that's how it goes, but it's just not gripping in there properly. So let's have a think. Is there more contact points we can glue onto? I think there might be. I'm just looking around on the model. That might be one there. And yeah, okay, there we go. There is a contact point there. You just can't really see it. So it is that bit. It is those 2 lines at the back that there is a little slot that it grips into, so it will take eventually. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to hold it like that. There's 2 points that you can hold on to. Add a little bit more glue. So this one actually proved a bit more tricky than I expected. And that's fine. So without it drying, it is difficult to get this little leg in, and the whole thing falls apart. Fantastic. Yeah, I think I shouldn't have cut that nub. But, you know what? Come on, in you go. It'll be alright. I just want to have a look at the graphic here because I feel like I am doing this wrong. It's really hard to tell on the side there, but it would help if I could hold it. Just doesn't feel that it's in the right spot at all, but it will glue down. Yeah, I think that's going to glue down nicely, but I just need to give it a little bit of time. Sorry, I just need to put that on camera. Okay, that's fine. And yes, we should wait, but I'm trying to keep this series going. So we also need to make sure this one is straight too, so that just plugs right in and is no problem. So it's just that arm that doesn't seem to want to stay properly, but once that's glued down, it'll be alright. See, every time I hit it, it seems to move. So it is a little bit frustrating, but that's fine. Okay, so what we will do now is be super careful, put some glue on the feet, and yeah, just even touching it just seems to knock it around. So just getting that into place, and then we'll use some nice things to pull it down. Okay, so that's down. You can see from above, you might not be able to see from that angle, but the back plates are not aligned properly. There it is. Okay, we're going to let that sit there. Now the last one is the head, and the head for this one is H12. So we'll find H12 on here, and here it is, right on the bottom. Nice little spot. So this is, let's hope I don't drop it and it goes everywhere. Let's have a look. So there are, you can get that in view, you might not be able to see, but you have the big hole, and then there's a little key in there that is going to help. So just put a little bit there, a little bit there, and that will stick that head in without any dramas. And that's it. Done. If it'll go in, I just don't want to start bending it too much. Come on, down you get. Glue down there. It is quite fiddly. Sorry, I need to get this on camera, but I can't quite see it because it's a little fiddly. Okay, that's going to do. So I'm just going to do one of those, and I'll do the other one off camera, but we'll wrap the video up there. Pretty straightforward to go together. Yeah, there are some little issues there that I don't 100% understand why that half didn't want to go in properly. I don't quite understand that, but it's come up nice. No issue. So yeah, there's two of these. If you have enjoyed this video and are playing along at home, definitely subscribe because we've got more coming out, and leave a comment if you think these boys are super cute. I think they are. Until next time, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you later.